I'm not a guitarist, maybe y'all can chime in. Saying you shouldn't run a bass through a guitar amp because bass is square and guitar is round. And he says that makes a lot of sense to him, which is great. It just sounds a little counterintuitive to a sound design nerd. I think one of the big differences between music producers and traditional musicians is a lot of the time traditional musicians don't really have, guys staring at me, knowledge of like the technical aspects of what they're playing. And that's fine. Different wheelhouses for a reason. The purest bass tone that we can produce is just a sine wave. And the sine function in math is like the formula for a circle or some shit. So it's the roundest. I would argue that a guitar is one of the pointier instruments on its own because there's a lot of harmonics, way more than in a bass. Then you're getting closer to like saw wave territory. A square is like Mario sounds. From a technical perspective, those harmonics are the reason you shouldn't run the guitar through the bass amp. The bass produces low frequencies, and so the cabinet is designed to push low frequencies. When you input a signal with a lot more mid-range and high-end harmonic content through something that's designed for low frequencies, it's just gonna sound muddy. Just like if you run a bass through a guitar amp that's designed for mid-range and high frequencies, those tweeters and the mid-range drivers aren't really gonna have the punch that the subwoofer is supposed to have. Moral of the story, I'm glad this piece of information helped you, but that just doesn't really make sense to me.